Hello there and welcome to PGA Tour 2K25. My name is John McCarthy and I'm going to give you a few tips in this lesson about how to swing the club. That's one of the most important parts of this game, so let's get into it. All right, to pass this lesson, you got to get that ball on the target marker out there in the range. To start your backswing, pull back on the swing stick and aim for that sweet spot at the bottom of the swing path target window. Then, when the circular power meter reaches the white circle, or 100% power, push the swing stick forward to complete your swing. Great work there. That was well done. All right, now repeat that same backswing. But this time, really try to push the swing stick forward smoothly and hit that white sweet spot on the contact target window at the top of your swing meter. So to reiterate, swing path target window is at the bottom of your swing meter, contact target window at the top of your swing meter. If you want your shot to be the best possible, you got to hit both those target windows in your swing meter. Good job on that one. Being able to chip well around the green can be a real scorecard saver. It's very important to choose a good landing spot for your chip so that you give it enough distance to roll into your intended target. Now let's see if we can dial in the right distance and get this chip into that target area. That's how we do it. Now let's talk about one of the most important skills you can have on the golf course, and that is how to read the greens. You can see those beads moving on the green from left to right. This tells us that the green break. All right, that wasn't too bad, was it? Glad you got through those lessons. And now we are going to take you over to create your first My Player. There's a whole lot more to explore in here. Can't wait to see what you create in PGA Tour 2K25, and I hope/know I will see you out there on the course real soon.
2K Sports and the Corn Ferry Tour are proud to bring you this year's Q School Final. It's go time, everyone. Let's head out onto the course. I'm Luke Elvey, alongside Rich Beam in the booth, and we've got Henny Koyak and John McCarthy down on the course. And Rich, what's on the mind of these players today as they begin their quest in the Q School Final?
Their focus is to get into the top 5 and get that PGA Tour card, as the next 40 finishers will graduate to the Corn Ferry Tour next season.
We head down to the first tee now. Okay, ball's in the air. Let's see how this round plays out. Playing this shot from around 120 yards. Good chance for a birdie coming up. She's hit it inside the range.
Nearly doesn't get any better than that. Amazing shot.
Always love these opportunities, especially when it's for birdie. Just a tiny putt is all that remains. Here's a look at the par 5 second. Wonderfully played. Well, Rich, isn't this a lovely sort of teaser for these players on the Corn Ferry Tour to be playing at the Stadium course, which is known for the prestigious Players' Championship? They're almost getting a sense of what it might be like to be on the big stage.
Exactly. However, there is one massive difference. You just don't have the number of fans out here like you would normally see it. That's what the biggest difference is this week. Still, they're going to feel a lot of pressure trying to close the deal, coming down 16, 17, and 18, no matter how many folks are watching.
Hmm. 9 feet to the cup. Well, would have been nice to get the birdie, but a par never hurts. That was pretty straightforward. Let's see what happens here at the third hole. Going with the 5-iron here. That's a high caliber shot, that one. Oh, that's a lovely looking shot into birdie range here at the third. Currently 1 under for the tournament. Let's go to the fourth. It's a par 4. That was absolutely murdered. Well, this one's going right at the flag. A sensational shot and a chance for a birdie here on the fourth. So close. And that should secure the par on this one. In the end, that will be a disappointing par after such a great approach shot. And as we move to the fifth, it's a par 4.
Absolutely tattooed that one.
This is her second shot. 3 strokes off the lead. Chosen the pitching wedge here. Not a bad play, that one. And this putt to move into the top 20. And he's down there. You got a read?
A huge right to left swinger.
That one went a fair bit distance by the hole. Good chance, this one. Right on 6 feet. And that's going to come up short. Yeah, not much to sweat there. Trailing by 4 strokes. And now on the tee, coming off a bogey, trying to reclaim some momentum.
This one heading to the bunker.
Lining up now, this shot from the fairway bunker. She got it, but I'm not sure if she got all of it. Oh, from one bunker to another. All right, facing a little up and down here to save the par. And this next putt, it's for bogey. And Henny, what's she looking at for this putt?
She's been reading it intensely. She's got 16 feet now.
Looks like a pretty straightforward 5-footer to me. The dreaded shove always hurts on the greens. And just a little bit of clean-up work remaining on this hole. Hi everyone, and welcome back to our continued coverage of the Q School Final here on 2K Sports. Time to head out to the action at the 6th. And she'll move down to 3 over for the event.
And moving down the leaderboard as well.
So the opening round in the books, Rich. Impressed with your efforts here in the booth. Thanks for your time.
Same, Luke. Enjoyed the day. Looking forward to tomorrow.
I'm Luke Elvey, alongside Rich Beam. And on behalf of all the hard-working folks at HB Studios, it's goodbye for now. .2K Sports and the Corn Ferry Tour are delighted to welcome you to this year's Q School Final. It's time for our second round coverage of the event. Hi everyone, I'm Luke Elvey. Thanks for joining us once again. Our leader rocking along at 6 under par as we get things going here on 2K Sports. Let's catch up with play down on the 7th. That's a good-looking shot there. Time for the second shot here at the 7th. Going with the 7, setting up for her third shot. Oh, that's great. It just missed the hole. This putt is about 16 feet.
Some damage limitation. This one for a bogey.
And our man on the ground, John McCarthy, has been giving us some great reads all day. What's this one doing, mate?
Looks like this one's going left to right.
And a little slide down the standings after that hole. Let's see what happens here at the 8th.
That double bogey on the last hole, well, it's going to leave a mark. There's no doubt about it. That's a swing only a mother could love there, Luke.
Let's see if we can get this one up and down for par. Close to the surface here, and the green side rough. This one is from at least 30 feet out. Let's come off the blade beautifully. That one's got some intent. And this one will be for double bogey. Currently at 6 over par.
Not much happening. Moving down the leaderboard, never a good sign.
That looks to be a fairway finder to me. Second shot here on the 9th hole. Okay, let's get those two important things back, timing and tempo. This is not a good outcome, buried in the deep stuff.
Yes, difficult lie. Made a par here yesterday, a little bit more difficult today.
Bad got a little out of control, I think.
Now from that lie, missing the green was always an option.
And this next putt here is for a double bogey. Henny, take us through this putt. What's she facing?
A tricky little slider here. Downhill, moving to the left.
Sitting at 8 over par for the event. Here we are at the 10th, a par 4. That's an awful error. Oh, that may have come out a little heavy. Players setting up, trying to get up and down from the bunker. "19 feet to the hole. Starting this one way out to the right. Oh dear, this next putt now for double bogey. Yeah, well hold. Let's move on to the next. Moving down the leaderboard after that hole. On the 11th tee now, a par 5. Not bad. Oh, that's a high caliber shot. And Henny, what's she looking at for this putt?
Setting up this putt 11 feet from the cup.
Hit a house. Putting for a par here. Well, it was a wonderful approach shot, wasn't it? But unfortunately having to settle for par. Sitting at 10 over par for the event. So, 2 rounds in the books, Rich. Not a bad little day's work, I think.
No, and only 2 more to go. Looking forward to seeing what happens over the final 36.
Well, that's all we've got time for today. On behalf of myself, Luke Elvey, Rich Beam, Henny Koyak and John McCarthy, plus all the hard-working folks behind the action at 2K Sports, thanks for tuning in. 2K Sports and the Corn Ferry Tour are proud to bring you this year's Q School Final. Third round coverage is about to kick off. Luke Elvey here, delighted to have your company as we get into the action. Rich, as this round begins, what are your thoughts on this particular player?
Look, this player's trailing at the moment. Let's face it, there is so much golf left out there. Anything can happen. Let's just sit back, relax, and watch it unfold.
This putt is about 10 feet from the hole. Penny, take us through the break on this putt.
I've had a look from both sides. This is a right to lefter.
And on the tee now, coming off the bogey. Might have a bit of a sting in the tail, I'd imagine. Looks like that ball had a magnet in it for the bunker. She's standing over her second shot. That ball looked a little thirsty. 2K Sports and the Corn Ferry Tour are proud to bring you this year's Q School Final. Opening round coverage of this exciting event is about to begin. It's great to have your company. I'm Luke Elvey alongside 2002 PGA Championship winner Rich Beem. And out on the course bringing all the action is Henny Koyak and John McCarthy. And Rich, what's on the minds of these players today as they begin their quest in the Q School Final?
Their focus is to get into the top 5 and get that PGA Tour card, as the next 40 finishers will graduate to the Corn Ferry Tour next season.
Looks to have chosen the 7-iron. And how's that sitting in the bunker, John?
Well, they're in deep here, guys. Really nestled into this sand trap. Let's see what happens.
Oh, that one skirted the edge of the hole. 13 feet to the hole.
This for a bogey.
John, have you got a read on this one? What's it going to do?
It looks like this one will move left to right.
So it'll be a bogey on the scorecard to begin the round.
Not the way you want to start this round, with a bogey.
The par 5 awaits here, but so does an opportunity. Take full advantage. Could roll into the rough on this one. Second shot on the second. No, that's headed to the water. She's standing over her 4th shot.
This one headed out to the left.
This one for bogey. Henny, you've had the chance to have a look over this one?
She's looking at, I'd say 17 feet here.
This putt's about 4 feet from the hole.